We are visiting the picturesque and captivating Dovra, located in the northern part of Sweden. The Dovra RIG X is an all-wheel drive box van with a length of 6.10 mm and a transverse bed at the rear. The floor plan is indeed a very classic box van layout, but Dovra truly builds it out in a truly high-end and luxurious level. A Dovra is always a Dovra, as it comes with complete equipment. There are no options, everything is always included from the factory. Particularly noteworthy here is the extremely good insulation and thus winter suitability, an old underfloor heating system, and a Webasto diesel heater. Approximately 400 ampere-hours lithium battery, 400 watts of solar on the roof, and a watt inverter, so we really have a small power plant on board. Also included is an internet antenna, the Alpine sound system, outdoor shower, gas outdoor socket, and much more. And of course the rugged off-road look, just as it stands slightly behind me. 17 Vision X LEDs on the roof rack, rock sliders, and much more, including additional features. My name is Lisa Sprenger from Mimobile, and in this video I will present the RIG X-610 in a brief, quick overview. We have filmed everything in great detail. We are actually very currently on site in Dovra, Sweden, and have filmed all the comprehensive details of the vehicle. Also in a condition where it is not fully built out yet, so where you can see the insulation very well, how it is done there. The whole thing can be seen in our Dovra unboxing video. For anyone who doesn't know the term unboxing, it comes from YouTube, where new products are unpacked from the box and all the details are explained. We explain all the very detailed details in our long unboxing video. Now there is the Dovra X-610 in a quick overview. Attention! Before we get started with the video, here are 3 important pieces of information. We are the company Mimobile from Germany, and we are motorhome dealers and partners of Dovra. You can find us 20 minutes away from Stuttgart Airport. We permanently and consistently have both Dovra models, both the short and the long versions, always available and ready here in our showroom. Dovra is still a relatively young brand and currently has dealers in Sweden and Germany. If you are from another country, feel free to contact us. We take care of how the vehicle can be registered in your country and what is needed for the export, and ensure all necessary documentation is complete. The videos were recorded in German and then automatically translated into various languages using artificial intelligence. There may be some small translation errors here, slightly. If that is the case, please excuse it. This is simply due to the automatic translation. We ourselves speak German and English. If you come from another country and would like to ask questions or concerns in your native language, just send us an email. We can easily and efficiently translate that information and respond accordingly to it. Now, please enjoy the video. We start outside the vehicle, observing it closely. The whole vehicle is wrapped with a protective film from M. The advantage of this film is that when we are indeed off-road and pass by a bush and something gets scratched, in the worst case the film gets scratched, but not the paint. M is a very high-quality film manufacturer. If something needs to be replaced on the film, it can be done at any M-authorized dealer in Europe. The vehicle always comes with this tire and rim combination. Specifically, we have BF Goodrich tires, 17 inches, and black Reno rims. This gives it a really nice, rugged off-road look. Also, a note about the weight. The vehicle may have a maximum of 4.1 tons. It has a payload of approximately 470 kilo. Dovra can measure this very accurately because the vehicle always comes in the same configuration, consistently. This means we have the vehicle with the equipment, and then at 470 kilos we already have 105 liters of water loaded, the entire diesel tank full, the entire AdBlue tank full, and a driver weighing 75 kilos. Then the mentioned 470 kilos remain. With that, one can definitely get by. Here on the side we have a rock slider made of carbon steel all around, really nice and robust, by the way, from a company that also produces for the Swedish military. At the same time, it also serves as the step to get into the vehicle. This way we lose only a little ground clearance. The roof rack on top is no longer made of steel but of aluminum. It doesn't need to be that robust, but it's important that we are lightweight up there. There are 17 LEDs from Vision X mounted on the roof rack facing forward to the side and to the rear, and of course the awning as well. What is quite nice indeed is that Dovra develops and designs all these attachments both up there and down here themselves. This means they can perfectly tailor it to their needs. For example, they are wonderfully suitable for all LEDs with holes for the cables included, so this is really a durable and robust product. On the roof rack, we have also attached the electric awning from Thule. I can comfortably extend and retract it via the M-back, the Mercedes-Benz Advanced Control app using my phone, power from outside, and also a gas external socket. This means we can connect our gas grill directly here without having to remove the bottle from the back. Above, we see the flares. These are our extensions for the transverse bed so that we can achieve a bed length of 1.97 meters. On the side of the sliding door, they are not quite as deep because the door still needs to fit over them. On other side, 2001, the flare is significantly deeper. We are not limited by the awning. What is special is that the flare here is not made of GRP, but of ABS. Why? GRP is a hard material. If I hit something in the terrain, it can break in the worst case. ABS gives a little and is flexible. Another special feature is that we also have insulation in the flare here. That is absolutely not normal. In general, we are well insulated in the vehicle, 50 mm in the ceiling, 80 mm in the walls, and 40 mm in the floor. So, as it should be for a van from Sweden, more information on the topic of insulation and what the insulation in the vehicle looks like, as well as which materials were used, can be found in our unboxing video. Everything we see here at the back is standard, so both support plates on the doors can hold 40 kilos each, both made of aluminum. Here is the spare tire mounted. Here we have a storage box, where you could also attach something else if you want, bike rack, and so on. We have a really nice storage system for that, so it is completely modular. Down here we have the tow hitch. You can attach up to approximately 2.8 tons. So we really have something substantial for towing as well. Down here we have reverse lights. Here we have the exhaust chimney from our Alder heating system. That's also a special feature. We have a hot water heating system in the vehicle, which provides an indirect heating concept. It operates on gas and electricity. Yes, we also have the rock slider down on this side and additionally a ladder here. We can also go up to the roof. Yes, we can walk on the entire roof up here. We have 400-watt solar panels from NDS up here, which are also walkable. They are mounted on aluminum plates, which we also have at the back of the vehicle. So we can also walk nicely on it. Not only can we walk on it, but we can even set up our camping chair or a lounge chair on the solar panels. Up here, we have storage options. These openings, where you could mount a box or a loop to secure a surfboard. So we can use this as a rooftop terrace and as storage. Yes, this is a really cozy seating area in a van. Here I can lounge in the corner and still rest my arms on top, just like at home on the sofa. It's totally simply designed. This back cushion is usually just attached here. So this would be in driving position. The fresh water tank is hidden under the bench seat. It has a capacity of 105 liters. That's quite a lot for a van. The table here can be adjusted in all possible directions, even in height. We will show this in detail in our unboxing video. Anyone who looks closely will see that there is a ventilation grill here. There is a reason for that. Behind it are the Alder radiators, which indirectly heat the air. It rises here behind the cabinets. They are ventilated, and if you look inside, you can also see where the air comes out later. It rises back there, comes out here at the front by the cabinets, and then falls down in the middle of the vehicle. So we really have two heating circuits, exactly the same on the other side. This gives us a very pleasant heating concept. This is complemented by a floor heating system that is installed in the floor here, an absolute rarity for a van. The Alder heating system operates on gas and electricity. It uses electricity only when we are plugged into shore power. 2001, Dovra has installed a Webasto diesel heater, which is also connected to the Alder heating circuit via a heat exchanger. This means that while stationary, we can preheat our engine, and while driving, we can heat the back with the engine heat. Yes, our mosquito net is also nicely designed in the Dovra, It is not the standard pleated type that you pull, but we have curtains that roll down. They are then clicked in place, and underneath is the mosquito net. Here in the driver's cabin, we have the light switches for our ambient lighting, which we already saw in action earlier. Outside here, at the front, we have the M-Book system from Mercedes. A few more details about the Mercedes-based vehicle. It always has 190 HP under the hood and comes as an automatic vehicle. In addition, we have extensive assistance systems such as lane keeping assistant and distance cruise control. We have a 360-degree camera on board, so we really have a nice equipment package from Mercedes. Up front, you can also see the Alpine speakers, which means we have a comprehensive sound package in here. Up front, Alpine speakers. The Mercedes speakers in the door are replaced with Alpine speakers, and there's also a subwoofer in the floor, so we have really great sound. Yes, an absolute special feature in the Dovra is that we can control all functions here via a panel. By the way, all the functions we can control here can also be controlled in the M-Box system up front. So the Mercedes communicates with the setup here in the back. Through this, we can, for example, switch on the refrigerator, the heating, and the awning. All functions that go through that can also be controlled via our M-Bug app on the phone. What immediately catches the eye in the kitchen is the countertop. It is made of stainless steel, beautifully crafted in one piece with an integrated sink. The sink is quite deep. Here, as you would really expect at home, there is a filter at the bottom and the faucet is made of aluminum, no plastic here. So overall, it feels really high quality. Here at the front, we have drawers as well as our entire lighting control. Currently, we have maximum brightness here. I can also switch to comfort mode, which makes everything a bit cozier. Then there is the night setting, where we have illuminated the pathways down here and everything is turned off. But we are far from done here, so I will turn it back on, so it is super comfortable to operate via the buttons. The whole thing could also be done on the display, but having a light button is nice too. Here we have the drawers. This is completely oak. You can see the nice interlocking on the side. So the furniture construction here in the vehicle is really very high quality. The founders also come from the furniture industry. Of course, you have to see that accordingly in the vehicle. It continues just like this. Really drawers everywhere, even down there. Here comes the compressor refrigerator. The compressor has a capacity of 70 liters, which means it runs on the lithium battery. It has plenty of power, with 400 amp hours, so that's enough for our refrigerator. And I can open it from both sides. Here at the back, we have 3 drawers stacked on top of each other, so we have really made good use of every storage space in the kitchen. Above, we have a 2-burner gas stove with nicely positioned burners. This means we can also accommodate large pans and pots on it. We also have an upper cabinet in the kitchen. The operation is nice here as well. You simply reach behind, we don't have a protruding handle, and it really stays up here under the ceiling and doesn't hang halfway down. So here too, you can really notice the high quality furniture construction. What's nice is that everything up here is aluminum, making it lightweight. However, we have incorporated steel elements up top so we can utilize this nice magnetic function. We don't just have it up there, we also have it down here. We have it here as well, for example. We would probably place a spice jar there. So it's the same under every cabinet. There's a spice jar. Behind this door is the bathroom. In the bathroom, we have a Clisana toilet, which is a vacuum toilet that operates without water. We also have a mineral composite sink here, nicely equipped with a countertop. I simply pull the shower out here on the side. I don't need a shower curtain. Everything here is waterproof, so I can shower in this relatively small space without a curtain, a nicely backlit mirror. And this here is a really nice gimmick. This is a storage pocket at the top with 2 toiletry bags. Here for the toilet paper holder, here for the toothbrush cup. When showering, I take the whole thing out and simply effortlessly hang it on the other side. The rear bed here is 197 centimeters long. We achieve this length for the transverse sleeper through the flares, the widenings on the side, and it is 1.45 meters wide specifically at the wider head section. This is on the driver's side. The head section is here on the driver's side due to a window. It was always pleasant to sleep with fresh air. We have that not only on the side but also above in the ceiling. There is our fan, which can be comfortably operated via remote control. and also creates a nice breeze here. In the head area. Here we intentionally have no cabinet, but have designed it openly. It is simply much more pleasant to sleep this way. You can sit up without hitting your head. Up there we simply have various organizers and quite nice sockets, USB-A, USB-C and a 200-volt socket. We have indeed installed an inverter in the vehicle, which means we really have autonomous 200 volts at the socket. Additionally, there are reading lights that I can adjust very comfortably. They all have a USB-A socket attached as well. The fabric covering on the walls makes everything feel very cozy and snug. And it also provides additional insulation against temperature and for acoustics. Behind it is the insulation. As mentioned, very thick in the vehicle, 80 mm in the walls, 50 in the ceiling, and 40 in the floor. Under the bed, we have storage space in the middle. The entire bed can also be folded up to utilize the storage space for tall items. Here on the side is our electrical center, 400 ampere hours lithium batteries, two 2000 watt inverters, MPPT solar charge controller, all devices from Victron. So, really high-quality components are installed here as well. Behind it is the battery management system. It is externally located, not in the battery. This makes it even more efficient. Here there are also detailed information about all the technology in our unboxing video. On the side we have the gas compartment. When you see the fittings or the locks here, you can see that it is really robust. Aluminum. Fits nicely and cleanly into the locking mechanism at the back. We have a pull-out system here. 2 gas bottles fit. Always with duo control. This is not yet fully connected to the final setup with a filter, crash sensor and ISICs, meaning it will be heated. Here on the side we have a small compartment where coat hooks will be added, so you could hang something there. In the compartment forward sits the ALDA heating and other water technology, so there is no storage space for water. Under this cover here hides the wastewater tank. It holds 95 liters, is heated, and of course insulated. Additionally, the water drain valve is also heated. Also very nice is that we have tie-down rails here at the back, 2 on each side at the bottom and top. So we can really secure our load well here. On the side here is the outdoor shower. When you see this device here, you know that really high-quality products are installed. I can adjust which water spray I want, and the whole thing is clicked on here at the back with a Gardena attachment, so I can connect all other Gardena items there as well. The outdoor shower is warm and cold and is operated via the faucet here at the top. The Dovra RIG X-610 is truly a van designed for off-road use. On one hand, we have great autonomous technology on board. We can really drive into the prairie and be self-sufficient there. We have a reliable base vehicle and we travel very comfortably even under adverse external conditions, even at sub-zero temperatures. Anyone interested in such a vehicle, the vehicle will be on display with us starting mid-November. When I say with us, I mean at Mimobil in Remschalden. We are near Stuttgart. The next major trade fair event coming up is the CMT in Stuttgart starting on January 18th, lasting 9 days. Dovra itself will not be at the fair, but with us at the station. Specifically, we will have long nights every evening from 6 to 9 p.m. for all Dovra interested parties. They can make appointments with us after the fair at our home in the station, where we can consult in peace. In this context, I would like to announce a very special event, namely on the first Saturday, January 18th. The founders of Dovra will come to our station and we will hold a Dovra Start event for our collaboration, where we will also invite all interested parties and customers. Yes, speaking of the fair, we are also looking for trade fair salespeople, both for the Dovra brand and for our other brands Euromobil and Carmen Mobile. If anyone is interested, please feel free to contact us directly. By the way, the vehicle we have filmed here is exactly our exhibition vehicle that is coming to Remschalden. I will head off now.
Yes, and currently we would be highly pleased if we have managed to generate your interest and you would like to set up a meeting with us. You can find us directly on the B29 between Fellbach and Schorndorf, a 15-minute drive away from the Stuttgart Stadium.
You can find all the vehicles not only online, but also all of them in our Completo exhibition on site.
And Completo means all furniture decors, all upholstery, all floor plans, in short, all yours, all Karmann, and all now new Rhön Camper.
The information about which vehicles are available on site, in what equipment and from when, can be found on our Completo website, which is also linked below.
And then a very special specialty of Memobile is the sale of the large rental fleet at the end of the season, and also during the season under the brand name Early Bird. The Early Bird catches the worm. Also, you can order a custom used car from us. He must be able to be delivered in time for the rental season so that he can be delivered at the end of the season.
By the way, when it comes to renting, at Memobile we not only sell the motorhome, but we also offer real service from start to finish. And first of all, let's take a look at Mama in the rental department.
We possess more than 50 vehicles for rent, brand new models with a variety of layouts introduced every year. The chances are very good that you can rent your desired vehicle which you are interested in buying from us first. The vehicles are all workshop.
Here in our technology course, I will advise you on the topics of autonomy, lithium, inverters, solar and fuel cells. On the subject of multimedia, SAT, TV, navigation systems and mobile internet. Regarding plumbing, water treatment, pump tech, dry and separating toilets. Moreover, I suggest on chassis tech, load carriers, trailer hitch, ideally on display items in our exhibition. Now we continue to the workshop.
Moment, there's one more quick stop. Our workshop is located at our new location in Bräuningsweiler.
Build everything you have chosen in Björn's technology course. We'd be glad to assist. We not only do that, but also everything else that comes up around the motorhome will be fixed with us. We offer this service not only for Euro and Karmann, but also for all other brands.
Yes, that was the presentation in Fast Forward. You can find detailed information about Memobile in our kickoff video 2024. Link below in the description.